Hi everybody, thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. So today I want to show you a little technique card. We're going to do a couple different things in this card. I wanted to make some thank you cards for my class that I'm doing this week. I always give them a thank you card. Well, I try to always give them a thank you card. I forgot last month, so a couple people were going to get double cards this month. So I bought this stamp set for my daughter, wanted this stamp set, and I hadn't had a chance to use it yet. So I had seen some other people making mermaid cards, and I saw the saying Fintastic on, it was somebody else's blog, and we don't have this saying on this stamp set, but I thought, well, I like that saying and I really want to have it with our stamp set. So I of course had the Make a Difference stamp set that I had gotten with our promotion in May. And, you know, the big idea around this was you can make any sentiment you want. So I thought, well, I'll just make it myself because I love my class members and I do think they're fantastic. So I'm going to take my fins off my mermaid and make the saying, "You're fantastic." And of course, on the inside, I'm going to put thank you. So I'm taking thank you from Detailed with Love. So this card is going to use 3 different stamp sets, but that's okay. That's the joy. I get more love out of all my stamp sets this way, right? So I'm going to get started because it's kind of a detailed card. It's going to take just a little bit. So I'm going to do some watercoloring with my stamps, with my stamps ink sets. So I'm going to use the shimmer paper because you can get these a little more wet. I got my water pen. I wanted to use a light blue. I'm using Pool Party, but it really didn't turn out very blue, so it's up to you what you think. I'm going to try this time. So this one went on dry, okay? So I put it dry and then so I'm squishing my pad first to put ink in it. So I'm going to, though, this one time, well, okay, hold on a second. Before I do that, let's emboss we got to emboss the image. So we're going to take our mermaid in Versamark, and I'm going to use the embossing buddy here on my cardstock, and then I'm just gonna stamp my mermaid, and I did it 3 times. Move that out of the way, and then this is what I'm going to use, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my white embossing powder. I want to cross my fins a little bit there, but that's okay. Joy of not being able to see where I was going, but and I have my heat tool. I'm going to take a little paintbrush because I got a little bit, I've still got a little bit of embossing powder in some spots, so I'm going to just clean that up with my paintbrush here. And if you have it, you can use your got just a little bit in the fins that I don't want. So I'm going to use the poker here just to clean that part up because I don't want it. Yeah, that'll be good. Then I got my stamping tool here, and just do it till it gets glossy. I like to do both sides. Sure, that's all off. Okay. Now, what I was going to say is I'm going to go ahead this time and I'm going to make sure my pins, and I'm going to get this wet first. And I'm trying to go not on the mermaid's fins themselves, but outside. So where the water would be. Which is kind of hard to do when you can't see the white lines very well. So, trying to go everywhere there's water. Just trying to wet the paper to kind of soften it up a little bit. You know, and since it's water, it doesn't have to be you know, you want the lines and the squiggles and all that sort of stuff, right? So this one I'm using is coconut, grape coconut. Where in the world did that come from? There's no coconut. Grapefruit Grove. And I just ring my pen over on the paper here. So now this one crossed over, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the grapefruit for the part that crossed over. So excuse my head while I want to see down where that line's at. For the most part, the embossed keeps your, unless you get wild and crazy, which it seeps a little bit, but not terrible. If you want it a little bit darker, just go over. But it is watercolor, so it's no biggie if it's over. Gorgeous grape, one of my favorite colors because I love purple. Just a little dab right there. make the top part just a little bit darker. I think darker on that side. So you can add shading there if you like. Like I said, just whisk that over there too. And Melon Mambo, one of the best pinks ever. Didn't really get enough in the lid there, so. Now, so I'm going to just touch this up with a little bit of heat, make sure it's good and dry. I do have just a smidget of hair showing over here from the stamp, so I'm just going to touch it up with a marker instead of I think I'm going to take my pool party here and just touch up some of these spots that are around my fins. Kind of make them less harsh. Now that I have some color on my fins. And see, it's pale enough blue that it doesn't really change your color any. But it takes away that total white. So, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is pull my Stamparatus out here. I have a bunch of the letters already stamped out, or set up. So, I have my magnets. Don't get them close together, whatever you do. It's crazy. So, I'm going to show you, I probably have to use my Post-it, but I'm going to see where on here I'm going to want my letters. Because, you know, these are placed a little bit differently than my last one, so I think right there. So, put that magnet there, and I think that one there. So, because of course, I needed the T twice and the I twice. I'm going to have to show you how I did that, but remember, I've done one other video using this technique, but you have to use both sides and the letters have to alternate. So my Y is on this side, my O is on this side, my U is here, my thing's there. So I'm going to show you how I did that in just a minute, but I'm going to show you, let's do a test just to make sure. At the moment I have a Post-it note, make sure this is gonna, and I'm doing that in Bermuda Bay. Nope, 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 my eyes moved, which is why we did a test. Why you always test something out before you do your final cut. These little letters are pesky, I tell you. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to flip this side over. Okay, give me another Post-it note. Now we have to move the T. So I'm going to take the T off this side. So we want Fantastic. So our T is going to go next. So line that up to where it's supposed to be. Except, let me see what I got. I think it goes on this side. So I'm going to put my Post-it there, because now you got to stamp the T to see where it lines up. Okay. And then we need the I again. Oh, maybe it was this side. Yeah, it was this side the T needed on, sorry. Because you can't have two letters next to each other. So put my T on top of where that one's stamped. And now the I. Goes here. And I got to really shove my eye down because, and then I'm going to go ahead and ink this side because I already have the C over here. So let's see, hopefully the I, and let's see, the C should be in the right spot. All right, that should be right. So let's ink these guys up for the go. All right. That's what I wanted. I'm going to move this over here to my table. I think I pressed a little hard because it inked a little hard there. Okay, now I'm going to fan that a little bit. I have Pool Party for my bottom, which, like I said, when I watercolored it, it didn't really turn out the exact same color, but I do like it. I'm going to go ahead and put this layer down first, I think. This is the Bermuda Bay that we inked our sentiment with. And then our shimmer is going to go on top. Now, I decided that I wanted just a little bit of pop inside, so I went ahead and used some Whisper White and cut out a label. And then I went ahead and used the Bermuda Bay again for the thank you, and just stamped that there to put on the inside, of course right side up. Now, because of course I still felt like I needed a little more pop, there are some other shiny sequins and stuff in the catalog, but I don't have any of those yet, so I decided to make my own. And I'm taking the alcohol markers, the blends, and I'm just coloring my jewels. So, oops, just did that one. I'm using Pumpkin Pie, Lovely Lipstick, and I think this one's Bermuda Bay. Yep. Of course, the dark ones, because the lighter ones don't show up as well. So, just take those and then pop them. would like. And I feel like maybe it needs just a little more tape here at the top, huh? Just because it's that water paper getting it wet. And there you go. So thank you for sticking with me through this technique card. I hope you'll like to follow me here on my YouTube and my blog. Thank you so much. Bye.